YouTube. God bless you. It's Brother Dennis. To God be the glory. Making this video because I am literally heartbroken. I am literally heartbroken. I let my birds out yesterday, my young birds, and they took off. They were flying. Come on. Come on. These dudes, what y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Y'all don't want to go outside? Come on. Come on. I gotta clean my loft, so I want them to go outside, but they don't. There you go. One more. One more. Come on, big boy. There you go. Come on. There you go. Alright. So I flew my birds yesterday, and 4 of them didn't come back. And what makes that so crazy to me and so unusual and so heartbreaking was the 4 that didn't come back, 3 of them were from the Midas Loft. They were my strongest birds. They've been settled the most. They've been with me the most. They were the leaders of my team. They were the most dominant birds in my loft. They always perched the highest. They were beautiful birds. They were strong flyers, good on the wing, and you could just tell the leaders of your group. And it's like, how they didn't come back, I don't understand it. I haven't lost any birds settling or flying. Haven't lost any hawk attack birds. Haven't had any birds come back injured. And my only thought is they flew too far and somehow got lost, because it was 3 of them were Midas birds. They were very strong on the wing. And the reason I was trying to hold my birds back was because they were so strong. And I didn't want them to drown my younger birds, the ones I'm breeding, the late hatches and all that. So I would hold them back, but I would let them out and I would let them fly. And they didn't come back, bro. And it's like, I'm heartbroken. It's like, I know these other guys breed hundreds of pigeons, all big loft dudes, probably sitting there smiling and laughing, but ain't nobody been through what I've been through. Like, I've had it. I've been through it, son. You know, I'm coming out the mud. I've been through it. I'm battling. Every day is a battle for me. Life or death battle every day with my own mind. Just imagine having to fight your own mind every day. Having to fight anxiety and depression and suicidal thoughts and craziness, you know, wanting to take life, wanting to just, the enemy is deep and you know, enemy's tough, bro. If it wasn't for me and my faith in God, I would have been self-destructed. You know, I would have been defeated. I wouldn't be here today. I would have laid down on that highway and died. I would have laid down in that hospital and died from COVID. I'd have sat on that couch and died from obesity. You know, I would have blew my brains out already. I'd have took a bunch of pills that these doctors are giving me and killed myself already. I'd have done this already. But my spirit is too strong for that. And here lately, I feel things that I don't want to feel anymore. Like, I feel things that are coming back, old things that I've been, I feel like I'm going down the wrong road again mentally. And that yesterday hurt. I had a good weekend. I went to the Pigeon meeting and, you know, talked to all the brothers there and sisters there and had a good thing going and felt good about myself. Racing season's coming close. felt good, and the most reason I felt good is I had those Midas birds. I had, even though I have a small loft, I had strong birds. I couldn't wait to get them birds out and put them on the wing and like get them into the. I've had a hard time breeding birds. I had a hard time with eggs. I just been through it. Like, I'm taking my lumps, and I'm not no quitter. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not no quitter. If I got 2 birds come racing season, that's what I'm showing up with. But damn, at least like to had 20 of them or something. You know, and I know like this breeding loft is not the right breeding loft. I know I don't have the right setup. So these birds are having trouble with their eggs. There's too much cockfighting going on. There's too much competition in here right now. You know, so I talked to a guy and we were gonna do individual breeding pens. He was gonna help me build another setup this fall and all kinds of woo going on. And then to lose those birds yesterday broke my heart. Broke my heart. I got a young bird in there. Very nice young bird right there. Small. You know? Stuff breaks my heart, man. I wear my heart too close to my chest. I had somebody reach out to me. I'm not gonna say their name, but I had somebody reach out to me and they want to send me a young bird to fly, but I can't race it because I don't have a band. And you know, I was looking forward to that. They just emailed me out the blue. I wanted to get birds from them, but to be honest with you, I just couldn't afford it. It's like my finances aren't where they need to be. So I can't just go out and buy a bunch of birds. I had to pick and choose. And I was so thankful that the people that I got birds from made it possible for me to get birds, to get into this hobby. This hobby really helps me mentally. It does. It's really a therapy for me. And let me show you where my depression gets me. You see my loft? Look how dirty it is. Because I've been in the house depressed or fighting depression, and I don't come out here and I don't clean it. And that's what I mean. I had to get out here and clean my loft. It's just therapy for me. And I can't let the enemy win. It's like I never seen my loft this dirty. Never seen it this dirty. And I'll get it back. I'm gonna clean it today when I get off this video. It's broken my heart. Them birds are gone. The piebald head one, I love that dude. I know he was a cock because he would strut around, and it was a red one gone, a blue bar gone, and one of my Texas birds, one I got from Vern, one of them are gone. So I know, and you know what the thing, I went to Dunkin' Donuts early this morning. It's like a 10-mile ride, and on my way back, we're passing down the highway, and I could have swore I saw the piebald one flying above the highway. So I know they're in the area. I feel it in my heart that they're in the area. I know the hawks didn't get them. Maybe a hawk splattered them or got one of them and scared the other ones. I know they're here somewhere, but they're not here in my loft. And it's like I lost I don't want to say my children because they're not my children. Come on now, I'm not that far gone. But I have a high attachment to my pigeons and to my dogs and to my fish and to my chickens. And to whatever animals I bring on to my property, I have a high attachment to. And I'm heartbroken. I have a high attachment to pigeons that don't hatch out the eggs. Like, I'm like, damn, it hurts me when these eggs don't hatch or baby pigeons die. I lost 2 pigeons not too long ago, and I was hurt behind that. I felt like I let them down somehow. I felt like it was my fault they died. And it was like, you know, even if I have a problem with my loft, it gets too wet or something, I don't know, caused it. It could have been 3 days of rain. Whatever, but I just feel like I could do better. And that's what keeps me going, you know. Depression is real. Mental issues are real, I'm telling you. Everybody laughs at it. I mean, hell, I didn't have no respect for it until it happened to me. And I don't really think my wife and my kids and everybody really know what goes through my mind. And I don't want them to know because I don't want them to understand what I really deal with. You know, and I can see some of the signs in my kids, in a couple of my kids. I can see some of the markers that they need, you know, attention. But I lost 4 of my birds. Silvio, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. 3 of them were yours. The other one was Mr. Vern Clausen's. Now, when I say that, I paid for all those birds, so that made them my birds, but they lost. And and it's breaking my heart. It really is, because those 3 Midas birds, I'm not attached to the Texas birds as much as I was attached to the Midas birds. I love them birds. They were my very first racing pigeons. Adrian P sent me a pair. Yeah, I went and bought some breeders and all that, but those were the very first ones in my young bird loft. Those are the ones I was going to race. I had high hopes for them. They were looking strong and healthy. And I just knew when I came, that because this racing club I'm in is the best in North Carolina. Look it up. The Combine is the strongest in North Carolina. The #1 rated flyer in North Carolina is in my club. We got like 3 of the top 15 rated North Carolina flyers in the Combine. And like 2 of them are in my club. The #1 overall flyer is in my club. I drive 50 miles extra to go to this club because it's the strongest club in North Carolina, and I want to compete with this little loft. I'm going to try to take out the strongest flyers in North Carolina. So that's why I don't get birds from mom and pop. I don't have money to buy $3,000 birds from Aztec or these other dudes. I know who these dudes are. I just don't have that money. So I'm coming out the mud with it. I'm bringing mines up from birds that nobody wanted. Well, not nobody wanted, but people would donate to me or give me from reasonable, good flyers because I know their name is on it. I know Adrian P ain't gonna send me some trash because I'm gonna sit here on YouTube and say, man, this bird is from Adrian P. Or this bird is from Silvio. Or this bird is from James. Or this bird is from Curtis. Or this bird is from Mike. I'm gonna call it like it is. So people ain't gonna send me no trash because I'm gonna give them the good and I'm gonna give you the bad. If you send me a bird and it's trash or it don't compete, you can always blame it on me as the flyer. But we'll see, because like if all my birds come dead last, then that's something. But if I'm flying birds from 5 different lofts and 3 of the birds are finishing first and 2 of the birds are finishing last, that's tend to tell you I'm doing something right, and it's the birds. Now, if I just wet the bed, then I wet the bed, I took good birds and messed them up, which is possible because I'm a rookie flyer. That's why I need better birds. Good flyers can win with mediocre birds because they know to feed, they know how to dark them, they know how to breed them, they know how to do all this crazy stuff. Somebody like me, I'm brand new. So I need good birds. And if your birds excel with me, that means they're great birds because I'm probably holding them back. I'm just ranting right now. I lost my train of thought. I'm just heartbroken. I'm heartbroken. I've been meaning to redo these lofts. This whatever this thing's called here, this perching thing. I don't even know what it's called. But I lost 4 birds. 3 of them I lost were Midas loft. Broke my heart. It was the piebald one. You can go back in my videos and look. It was the piebald one. It was a red. Whatever you call it, red bar. I don't know what you call it, but it was light red. And then it was a blue bar one gone. I still have 1 of Silvio's birds here. I still got 3 Texas birds. So I went from 14 flyers to 10. And I'm heartbroken behind it. I know I'm babbling. I'll clean this loft up. There they go. And the sad part is this one here from Texas doesn't like to fly. It really doesn't. You see the other ones take off. It's a pretty bird, but it doesn't like to fly. There goes the other ones. They're all over there. They're flying together. I noticed them earlier. They were flying as a kit, or whatever you call it, like a team. They're all starting to fly together. They're all teaming up. They're all flying. That's why I didn't understand how 4 get lost. See them? They're all flying together. I'm hoping by having them out. I didn't mean to push this red one out because I know that red one right there, I know he don't like to fly. And I don't want him to get lost. Maybe he's just too young. Maybe he's got something wrong with him and he's healing or something. But this is actually the second time I let these birds out early this morning, and then I just pushed them out again just to get them out. And he didn't come out this morning, so I didn't push him out this morning, but I pushed him out just now. Look at them birds. Beautiful birds, man. I just love my pigeons. I'm heartbroken, y'all. I'm heartbroken. I can't afford to buy any more, so I'm just gonna be light this year. Everybody's done breeding, and I'm not hard to find, y'all. If anybody wants to send me some extra birds, some young birds to fly, I'll fly them. You'll get all the credit and you'll take all the blame. I'm telling you, don't send me no birds if you can't take the heat, because we're flying in the toughest combine in North Carolina. You can look. I don't even know the name of the combine. I know I'm flying in the Fayetteville Racing Club, so I know that's part of the combine. I just don't know the name of it. Actually, the first combine meeting's in a couple months. That one bird's missing half his wing, or that white feather one's missing a few feathers. There is molt. There is a lot of feathers in the loft. They're molting a lot. So, oh, I know why he's not flying. He just took a bath. That's what they were doing. They were taking baths. I got this bowl out here. I could tell with the feathers in it. They were bathing. That's why he's not flying. Yeah. So I lost 4 birds, y'all, and I'm heartbroken behind it. I'm heartbroken behind it. They ranged off and just didn't come back. And that's like, oh, they must have been sorry birds. No, they wasn't sorry birds. I know they wasn't sorry birds. They've been settled. They've been ranged off. They've been flying. They were my strongest flyers. It's like, I don't know what happened. Yesterday was a beautiful day all day. It wasn't hot. It wasn't raining. It rained last night. I just knew they was gonna come home. I left the box open until an hour after dark. Then I had to close it because I can't take, even though I got my lights all around my yard, I just couldn't take a raccoon or a cat sneaking in there and killing my birds. Haven't seen a hawk since I've been here. Not around my loft. Not a hawk attack or nothing. It's just unimaginable. I can't imagine what happened to my 4 birds. The strong birds, tough birds. You know, I don't know what happened, man. They were settled. They were here the longest. You know, I don't know what happened to them, man. I know this video I'm babbling along, but I just can't help it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 birds here. I'm missing 4. I'm missing Silvio's 3 birds. I wanted to race those 3 birds bad. I just knew they would. I just knew. That's the only one I got left. That blue ball with the yellow band on, right there. That's Silvio. That's the only bird I got left, right there. It's the blue ball. The other 3 are gone. Those with the blue bands on, those are Adrian P bloodline. That white one right here. Not white one. Yeah, that white band. That blue ball right there, from Texas. The other one, the darkest one's Mike from Rocky Ridge. This dark one that just flew in is from Texas. That's why I banded my birds with color bands, so I know which ones are which. That's a who is that? Oh, I think that's a black band. So that's a mixed bloodline from Curtis, Air Champ lost with Rocky Ridge hen. They're the only one of those. He's the only one that survived so far. Yeah, I lost like 15, 20 eggs, so I've lost a lot of birds. I'm not doing good hatching eggs. And everybody's on their last round right now, so I'm not breeding no more. So I'm done. I'm dead and stinking like Elmo Jenkins. I gotta turn these 10 plus 2. So I got 10 plus 2 so 12. I got 12 birds. The one I got coming is disqualified because he has no band. So that's what I'm going with. And plus I got like 8 eggs in there. So I got 7 eggs in there. So, and my season don't start till October, first week in October, because they have dove season down here and they're worried about the rednecks. They say this now this is coming from rednecks. They said that the rednecks shoot pigeons because it's dove season, and if you're trying to fly your birds or train them or whatever in the middle of September or whatever, they shoot them by accident. They thinking they're doves. So they shoot your birds. And of course they don't report it because it's illegal to shoot pigeons that have bands on their feet, because that's somebody's property. So you're not allowed to shoot pigeons with bands. So plus these pigeons are like twice the size of doves, so they have to know they're shooting pigeons. But you know, some people, you just can't, whatever, man. People do what they do. But I like them foraging. You know, I feel they get natural stuff, natural grit, natural worms, natural. So my birds forage a lot. I know it's frowned upon because you want them to come straight in and clock in and all that. But if they're flying 500 miles, I don't think they're going to forage. You know, 300-mile race, I don't think they'll forage. But right now we're just loft flying. I'll be able to tell more once I start road training them. So, but right now I just want them to, you know, get comfortable living here. I want them to, you know, be strong and healthy. You know, and it's like I lost my four toughest leaders, best birds. I'm heartbroken. That's probably the title of this video. I'm heartbroken. So YouTube, I know my camera skills suck. I apologize for that. My mind is flabbergasted right now. I just want to say that everybody, good luck with their birds, man. I hope everybody's doing well and everything. Sorry to Silvio. I'm sorry that those birds got lost, and hopefully they'll come back. And you know, I'm praying they come back. But any birds that's gone overnight on a loft fly, I don't have high hopes for, because I just don't. And just, even though they've been settled, they know where they live at, they've been out plenty of times, over 15-20 times they've been out flying. So they're not new. These are the young birds. The birds left here are the youngest birds, and that's probably what happened. They probably didn't range out with them, and I'm glad they didn't, because I would have lost all of them. Because it's whatever happened and them 4 birds didn't make it back. The one Texas bird, even though he was new to my loft, he wasn't a young bird. Wasn't a, you know, he was seasoned a little bit. The other 3 Texas birds made it in, so there's no excuse for him. So, and I know the Midas birds were very strong flyers. Oh, YouTube, you know, God bless everybody. Walk in peace. It takes less energy to love than it does to hate. And keep the faith.